due to all this, trying to multi-platform this. All right, guys, there's some huge news, though. I just had to come on and share with you guys. We're super excited about anything that's advancing the Second Amendment, of course. So if you guys can hear me, hopefully the mic all is working. And again, this was kind of last minute. Just let me know down in the comments. We're on two different locations. But the North District of Texas Court has ruled that the National Firearms Act, as it pertains to short-barreled rifles, short-barreled shotguns, and suppressors and AOWs, everything that made the $0 tax stamp in the big beautiful bill of 2025 is unconstitutional, meaning that they cannot apply the National Firearms Act to these items. So this is super exciting. Got to say that we were hoping that this day would come as we start advancing to dismantle the National Firearms Act. Again, if you guys can hear me, please put me in the comments. But this is super exciting because the Zazinski case of 1937, if I remember correctly, had stated that the only reason why the National Firearms Act was considered constitutional because it was just a list of taxes paid, not a actual registration. Not our words. That is what that court case said all the way back in the 1930s. And we all knew that that wasn't true. But now that the taxes are $0, why is the registration still continuing? That was always the question. Huge shout out to Gun Owners of America and Palmetto State and several others who are fighting this battle on our behalf. This is huge. We must support those who support us. This won't be a long video. It's just again, it's the brick by brick by brick that we need to dismantle the National Firearms Act. And it sets a path forward. If this can rise up to the Supreme Court level and go nationwide, then the reality is that there are other paths we can take to remove the rest of the items on the National Firearms Act, whether that be machine guns or destructive devices. We all know that this particular piece of legislation is unconstitutional, and the court has kind of punted on these questions for decades, nearly 100 years at this point, or come up with some weird ways that they've tried to justify it. So again, super exciting. Huge shout out to Gun Owners of America and Palmetto State Armory for fighting this fight on our behalf. Now, this is the North District of Texas. We're not saying that this is a nationwide injunction per se, though obviously there are going to be major implications nationwide for this. This is a precedent. Of course, we'd have to see if this is appealed. This should be appealed up to the Supreme Court to ensure that this is nationwide. And again, we want to see this archaic law be dismantled. Again, if this is stuff you guys like, please like, comment, subscribe. We really appreciate it. I had to go live for this. This is huge news. But look forward to seeing you on the next one, guys.